Good to have you here with us at 5:30 on 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm Carolina Lead in for Courtney Robinson. Right now, thousands of Floridians are missing a major benefit as the cleanup from Hurricane Ian continues. If you don't have flood insurance, dealing with water damage can be a huge hassle.
So tonight, 10 Tampa Bay's Chris Rogers shows you some of your options that could help cover what your policy doesn't.
Thankfully up here we're pretty close to the front of the park, so it wasn't too bad. Maybe a couple inches up here. Down there at the other end was really bad though.
McAllister Green lives near the Peace River. He made sure his insurance covered flooding before the storm hit.
Just being close to the river like that, just figured it was a good idea to do that.
But further south, Tammy Daw is looking for other options to cover the cost when her insurance turned her down.
A total loss, is FEMA gonna write me a check? I said, because my insurance company done told me no.
The water levels have gone down significantly over the last week or so in this mobile home community near the Peace River. But as you can see behind me, there is still flooding and the damage is extensive. For many inland counties, like here in Polk County, homeowners didn't have flood insurance before Hurricane Ian hit, and now they're left to foot the bill. For those homeowners, what are their options?
You would need to apply for a FEMA individual grant to help you recover. But unfortunately, FEMA grants only pay a small amount, typically about a $10,000 cap is what we see.
People living in many areas are required to have flood insurance, but for those living in some flood-prone spots, that's not always the case.
It's hard to remember that when you're not in a floodplain and if you're not mapped in. And we have a problem with our maps. I mean, Congress has spent many sessions talking about the need to update our maps.
You can also file for an SBA disaster loan, but experts say in the meantime, it's a good idea to get ahead now before the next storm hits.
Even if you're not in a floodplain or even if you're not mapped in, you still need flood insurance because you just don't know where the storm's going to turn.
Chris Rogers, 10 Tampa Bay.
You just don't know. If you do need help filing for FEMA assistance or you're looking for help through an SBA disaster zone, we've got all that information for you under this story right now on 10tampabay.com.